Hey, welcome to A Foreigner in the Philippines. Well, recently just on Facebook I put some pictures of our little, I hate to use that word, compound. It's our little hilltop home, and in that hilltop home I thought I would give you a little rundown to actually expand on that walk around our hilltop property. Now, all that I showed on Facebook was just the buildings. Alright, so we have a covered in area like a deck next to our swimming pool, which I laughingly call a tiled hole in the ground. We're hoping by the end of this year maybe that we'll be able to handle the filtration system, but that's a work in progress, which is a great shame actually. But anyway, in the current situation of lockdown, not being able to get out and talk to people, that's not going to change. What was I going to say? It was about how our family unit work. Now, we get such a lot. If you look at the comments, you will see how...
Sorry, I don't understand.
Well, you don't have to. That's my phone talking to me. You'll have to look at some of the comments, and always there is someone there who is very well-meaning, but can be a little bit stern. What shall we call it? Stern. When they admonish Beth, scold Beth for not feeding me. Now, I for the life of me, I can't understand this, because I eat what I want to eat, and if Beth, in creating, as we do, funny videos, funny situations where she will offer me something from a little shell, and it will give me the chance to make a little quip like, I'm not going to eat that, it looks like it came out of somebody's nose. It's all in good fun. Nobody forces me to eat anything that I don't want to eat. Now, we are on lockdown, and we're on our long-term emergency rations, which is canned food. Now, tonight I had a really nice meal. It was cooked mainly by Vec, who I will explain. She comes in and she helps Nanai because Nanai has high blood pressure, so she helps her, and Nanai is getting on. Now, Vec is a terrific worker, and she comes in and she does a lot of different things. She helps in the garden sometimes. She may do the laundry. She cooks mostly the dinner in the evening. So she's actually a very good cook. Now, why don't we cook our own food, people think? Well, for one thing, we don't have a kitchen, and this doesn't seem to be much of a drawback for most people. Maybe they've got some other way to do it. But we enjoy going to Nanai's house every day for our food. And we go and we walk the 15 or 20 feet down some steps down to Nanai's house, and then we go and as a family we eat together with Nanai, and this is something that we enjoy doing with Nanai, even if we had a kitchen. While I may not go and eat the full meal or not depend on that cooking, I would actually probably go back onto the juicer as soon as I worked out where I could get all of the vegetables that you need. You need a ton of vegetables and fruit, apples, lemons, stuff like that, to work a juicer every day. I did it in Florida and was very, very healthy, and really look forward to going back to it again. But in order to complete my kitchen here, I have to have some granite cut, and I need some help to do that. So when this is over, we'll be getting a couple of guys to come in, cut that, lift it onto the worktop, and then I'll be doing everything from there, because I enjoy doing the woodwork. As you may possibly know, I used to make furniture and kitchens. So the people that are worried that I'm not being fed, try to find a sense of humor when you look at what most people find at least moderately funny, or humorous, or interesting from a family just interacting together. It's not about whether I'm being fed mashed potatoes. Why is everybody so determined that I should have mashed potatoes and steak? I've never been an eater of steak. I don't like red meat. I mean, even when I was working and cooking full time for me and my son, we never ate red meat. We ate turkey and chicken, and rice. A lot of people have said, I'm married to an American, and Americans don't like rice. That's it. It's written in blood. Sign here. First of all, I'm not American. I'm an American citizen, but I actually enjoy rice, and have always enjoyed rice. All my entire life I've eaten rice as a staple. And here, try to get your head around this, those of you who worry that I'm not being given American food. I like Filipino food. Sorry if that makes me an oddball, but I do. But anyway, that's a little aside on the food. What I wanted to do was say that, Nanai, what's everybody's job? Well, Beth and I make videos. Now, a lot of people have a difficulty getting their head around this as well, but try to look at the figures. If you're reasonable on math, which I'm not, if you're good on math, try to look at this. We've made something like 9,500 videos in around 3 years. Now work that out. 9,000, even with my abysmal maths, that's 3,000 videos a year. Okay? So that's our job, and my job is doing videos like this. My job is on other things about art and a lot of other things which I do as part of my job. Beth, the same. We cross over in different places where we each do each other's jobs a lot of the time. And Beth edits and, get ready, she does the titles. Okay, so I may make a, let me see if I can even guide you to one. No, not that way. I make up a title that approximates it, and now I don't try to make up titles. That's her job. So that's it. This was one of the videos that I probably never got round to making. Are your thoughts your own? And then others here, grocery delivery in the UK, where I talked about a friend who was telling us what was happening in the UK. So there, coronavirus law bill in the UK, because I had two letters. One of them talked about a bill that was being up in the UK about the coronavirus, and how you were going to have to be able to submit to different laws, and it sounded like not such a great idea, and they were making up let me see, what did they do? They actually put a petition together and you signed it online. It's possible to do that. There are people, there are groups out there who do this and do all kinds of good work, getting people freed from prison in foreign lands. Anyway, so that was that, and Beth made up from there whatever that inspired her to do. She made up. Now what's Taliklik? Well, Taliklik is helps us sometimes. Sometimes she does the camera work, and sometimes she just simply takes part. And she's one of our kids, if you must. She's actually the daughter of Lena, and Lena has her life down there. She's something of a farm lady. She has a carabao which she takes care of, I think, and also she's got land around her house which is planted, and she's very good at that. So that, and she also has her own channel, so that's what she does. James and Jessica and the three boys, they are a little bit down the hill, and it makes sense that they go into town for themselves, so they do not interact closer than social distancing to us. So they're pretty well tied up with what they do down there, as Lena is most of the time. Also, BB's mom is down away from the house, our house as well, and she keeps her family down there pretty well too. We take care of Nanai. She is in our care. We make sure that she has all of her medication, which she is, like a lot of people, she is on maintenance medication, which she takes every day, and she's doing very well. She's not sick in any way. There's no coughing or sneezing or anything like that. And me, I have allergies which can suddenly take hold, and then I do 6 or 8 sneezes and then it's over. It's difficult, isn't it? Life's never perfect. Well, then you come to Vek. Vek is, as I say, is really an integral part of our family, even though of course she has her own family, which is just down the road by the bridge. That's where her house is, and she lives there. She has a daughter, Lan, who we rarely see because of social distancing, and Julio is also held by the social distancing. Rado, who used to be a regular here at the house, is now staying in his own house. So we're trying to keep everybody where they should be. But that's our situation, and that's what everybody's job is, and that's what we all do. And as much as we take care of Nana, she takes care of us. As much as Beth takes care of her, she takes care of Beth. Beth is one of 10 children, and Beth won't have it this way, but she's the baby. She's the baby by Western standards because she was the last of the children. So those other 9 are scattered about. Some are in Mindanao, I believe, some in well, possibly in Manila, others in different places, and we've got let me see, we've got 2, 3. Beanie is not visiting now because Beanie is a brother, older brother, and he stays pretty much to himself or to theirselves, but he is a barangay, he's on the barangay police, so at the moment he is part of the security crew team who are down during the evening after dark, and he's doing shifts on the coast to make sure that we don't have any of these irresponsible people who are trying to hire a pump boat to bring them from Cebu, which we've had. And we've had some people that tried to come in and were caught by the barangay police, and now they were trying to get home, but it was after the curfew, after the quarantine, and so they were taken, they're under house arrest now, and I believe that when they are in the clear, because obviously if they come over from Cebu, they're under suspicion of having the flu, the virus. So they've been tested, and now they're at home, and of course all of their family in doing so have now got that. The guy who brought them is also in trouble on all of that. So that's Beanie is doing that, and as such is to a greater degree at risk than we are. So he stays, and that's that. So that's what we all do. We work as a family, and we're all quite happy. It all goes along very smoothly. We help each other, and we care about each other, and we're here for each other. But we try to obey those, like social distancing. We try to get that over to Nanay, and it's difficult to get it over to the children. Recently, because they are such regular visitors to us normally, we had Lorraine and Dat, and they came over, and we told them, no, you should not be here. You should not be here, and especially you should not be close to Nanay. So they had to be told that. Difficult to get it over, and they ended up going out, socially distanced, admittedly, and going out to the rice fields when we did our video going out there. So difficult to get it over to the kids, and we do our best on that, and that probably is a very ever-present difficulty for a lot of people to make it real to children, to other people's children, not just their own. Okay, that's what we're doing. Thanks for looking in. I hope that you enjoyed it. Do give us a view, a thumbs up, and possibly a comment or a share. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.